A whole lot of action in an anime when done right can help that anime transcend to the next level. Add an overpowered main character to that anime, and it is set. Anyway guys, before we get into today's video, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would help out a lot as we are on the road to 10k subs. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 10. High School of the Dead. It happened suddenly. The dead began to rise, and Japan was thrown into total chaos. As these monsters begin terrorizing a high school, Takashi Kimuro is forced to kill his best friend when he gets bitten and joins the ranks of the Walking Dead. Vowing to protect Rei Miyamoto, the girlfriend of the man he just executed, they narrowly escape their death trap of a school, only to be greeted with a society that has already fallen. Takashi and Rei band together with other students on a journey to find their family members and uncover what caused this overwhelming pandemic. Joining them is Saiko Busujima, the beautiful president of the Kendo Club, Kota Hirano, an otaku with a fetish for firearms, Saya Takagi, the daughter of an influential politician, and Shizuka Marikawa, their hot school nurse. Governments have collapsed, the killer disease is out of control, and people everywhere are trying their best to simply live through each day. Number 9. Guilty Crown. In the near future, the outbreak of a terrible disease called the Apocalypse Virus places Japan under the military rule of a global organization called the GHQ, a group tasked with checking the spread of the virus and administering vaccinations. Apathetic high school student Shu Ouma lives in Tokyo, spending his days editing videos and trying to be left alone. But things change when he meets the beautiful pop idol Inori, who is on the run from the GHQ soldiers. While trying to save her from the captors, he acquires a mysterious power called the Void Gene that allows him to pull items or weapons from anyone under the age of 17. Now, Shu must decide whether to join the efforts of the well-funded radical terrorist group Funeral Parlor and fight against the GHQ, or shrug off his newfound power and resume his normal life, assuming that either the GHQ or Funeral Parlor's charismatic leader, Guy, will let him.
Hi now.
Number 8. Noragami. In times of need, if you look in the right place, you just may see a strange telephone number scrawled in red. If you call this number, you will hear a young man introduce himself as the Yato god. Yato is a minor deity and a self-proclaimed delivery god who dreams of having millions of worshippers. Without a single shrine dedicated to his name, however, his goals are far from being realized. He spends his days doing odd jobs for 5 yen apiece, until his weapon partner becomes fed up with her useless master and deserts him. Just as things seem to be looking grim for the god, his fortune changes when a middle school girl, Hiyori Iki, supposedly saves Yato from a car accident, taking the hit for him. Remarkably, she survives, but the event has caused her soul to become loose, and hence able to leave her body. Hiyori demands that Yato returns her to normal, but upon learning that he needs a new partner to do so, reluctantly agrees to help him find one. And with Hiyori's help, Yato's luck may finally be turning around.
See, the demon world is divided into several territories. And I'm one of the territory bosses who's in charge of them.
Number 7. Blood Lad. Stas isn't what you'd call a traditional vampire. He's fascinated by human culture, especially anime, manga, and video games. And unlike his brethren, he has no interest in sucking people dry. As a prominent street boss in the demon world, Stas has never desired to go to the human world. But when a human girl accidentally wanders into his territory, is eaten by a carnivorous plant, and comes back as a ghost, Stas makes a life-changing decision. He'll help resurrect this lovely lady any way he can, even if it means heading to Earth. But the path won't be easy, what with having no idea how to complete the task, and his own laziness standing in the way. Number 6. Darker Than Black. A giant wall looms over Tokyo, shielding the city from a dangerous otherworld called the Hell's Gate. Within the city, things are no less terrifying because contractors, psychopathic killers with phenomenal powers, have started to appear. These killers are compelled to pay a price every time they use their powers, often in the form of a meaningless or painful task. As their deadly habits rack up a gruesome death toll, Kirihara Misaki and her team from the Foreign Affairs Public Security struggle to solve the cases and bring the contractors under control. Their task is further confounded by the interference of a masked individual they title Messier Code BK201, a man with abilities that allow him to fight and defeat the contractors. Number 5. Black Lagoon. Rokuro Okajima is a small-time salaryman who is carrying documents for his company when the ship he's traveling on is attacked by pirates. Kidnapped, he discovers to his dismay that his employer's main concern is to ensure the documents don't get into the wrong hands, even if it means sending the carrier to the bottom of the sea. Now with his former life ruined and his kidnappers seeming comparatively friendly, Rock decides to join their merry band of mercenaries and sets out with a new career to the shadier corners of the South China Sea.
If you spot him, then you get to shoot him. No mercy, hard and fast.
Number 4. Jormungand. Yona is a child soldier and the newest bodyguard for Coco, an international arms dealer with an entourage of hired guns. The cold-blooded kid hates Coco's line of work, but following her into the darkest corners of the black market might be the only way he can find those responsible for his family's slaughter. Besides, his employer isn't like most merchants of death. She uses guile and cutthroat tactics to keep her clients armed to the teeth, all while cultivating her own warped plan for the future of world peace. With the CIA desperate for her capture, assassins eager to collect her head, and the potential for every contract to end in ultra-violence, Coco and her comrades in arms bring the boom to every corner of the world.
Your eyes! That woman!
Number 3. Black Cat. An organization known to the dark side of the world as Kronos claims to desire world peace, employing the top 13 assassins in the world known as Erasers. They each have a weapon customized to fit their style, all made out of orichalcum ore, the strongest material available on Earth. Number 13, Train Heartnet, codenamed Black Cat, is the most famous and revered of the 13 Kronos numbers, but in the light of a tragic event, he has come to question his path in life. Together with Sven Volfield, struggling bounty hunter and a living weapon named Eve, Train takes up a job as a bounty hunter, all the while running from the other Erasers and Creed Diskenth, a crazy man who wants to join the Apostles of the Stars, a group made to destroy Kronos.
Here it comes.
Number 2. The Law of Ueki. There's an adage that one man's trash is another man's treasure. But for Kosuke Ueki, one man's trash is another man's tree? Junior high school teacher Mr. K is in the running for the title of Celestial King. Candidates must select a junior high school student to endow powers upon, and then the students might fight each other mercilessly. The victorious student's benefactor will become the new Celestial King. Kosuke was Mr. K's choice, and for his power, he chose the ability to turn trash into trees. Furthermore, if he uses his abilities to harm others, he will lose one of his natural talents. Now, Kosuke must battle a variety of other powers users to help Mr. K win it all while keeping his talents intact.
Show me the one who commands you! Now!
Number 1. Sorcerer Stabber Orphan. In a world of magic and monsters, Crown Stella Finrandi and his foster sister Azalea, Katesip, were once promising students of sorcery, prodigies at the famous Tower of Fangs, but an experiment gone horribly wrong warps Azalea's appearance, trapping her in the form of a dragon. Elders at the tower, more interested in preserving their reputation rather than the students' lives, drive off the transformed Azalea and cover up the incident. Outraged, Crancello strikes out on his own, taking the new name of Orphan, and vowing to return Azalea to her normal state. 5 years later, Orphan's quest has stalled. A chance encounter brings him face to face with Azalea again, but he still has no way to return her body to normal. And with a hostile group of sorcerers hunting her down, he may be running out of time. The past and present collide as Orphan tries to find out how to save Azalea from their former teachers and friends. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and as always, if you made it this far, I congratulate you, because I know I wouldn't have. Also, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, because we cover interesting topics like this every week. And if you have any video suggestions, I will gladly listen to your opinions. With that being said, thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Peace!